Figures of Action here, and today we are taking a quick look at the new Marvel Select Thanos and Hulk from Avengers Endgame. These are supposed to be released at the Disney Store tomorrow as exclusives. I did find one of the mini Disney stores in my area that actually put them out early, and I was able to pick them up yesterday. There are tons of pictures of these on my Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit if you want to see actual comparison pictures and stuff. We're just going to do a short video here. I'm going to start off with how big these things are. The Hulk stands at about 8 3/4 inches tall, and Thanos stands at 9 inches tall. These figures are huge. The Hulk is not the Hulk that Diamond Select showed off at San Diego Comic Con, and I want to say there was another. Was there someplace else? New York Comic Con, maybe Designer Con. I don't know. There's been one shown more than once that had a different head sculpt. The costume was a slightly different color, and he came with a nano gauntlet. This is not that Hulk. The one that's in the Disney Store now is not the same one they've been showing. I've reached out to DST to see if they will be putting out another Hulk, if there's actually two figures, but I haven't heard anything back yet because it's the weekend. The Hulk did come with two open hands that are interchangeable for his fist, and he has a decent amount of articulation for being as big and bulky as he is. One deal breaker for me is the hips. He's got the T-joints, and I hate these. They're ugly, they're outdated, and they completely break the illusion of any kind of form once you move them. So I hate these types of hips on an action figure. He also has the thigh cut, double knees, but his legs are so freaking thick. You're not going to get a lot of articulation out of the double knees. I mean, I'm glad that they're there, but his legs are so thick, it's going to make it almost impossible to really do anything with them. He's got the ankle pivot. The arms, they go out a decent amount. He's got a bicep swivel, and then he's got single elbows because he's got big arms. So no double elbows there. And although it looks like he has a waist joint, there's a cut there. I think it's just where the figure was assembled. I can't get the waist to turn at all, but there's a diaphragm joint. And then the head has a very good range of motion, but the head sculpt is not the same one that they've been showing. Completely different head sculpt than the ones that they've been showing off at conventions. I hope that this is, in fact, a different figure than the one that they've been showing off, because I wanted the one they've been showing. I went ahead and picked this up. I picked it up for a friend, and then he passed on it, so I was just like, whatever, I'll keep it, which is fine. I don't have the Legends. I don't collect Legends anymore. I don't have the Fig Arts, so now I've got a Smart Hulk, which is fine. I'm not crazy about the head sculpt. Hate the T-joints. I will definitely be upgrading if Diamond Select actually puts out the other figure. Now, we'll take a quick look at Thanos. Thanos comes with a gauntlet arm, which is really well done. That just plugs into his forearm here on this side, and he comes with his bladed weapon. Now, absolutely everybody that has made one of these has made it different from everybody else's, and Diamond Select Toys is no exception. The blades aren't even the same length, and I guess everybody went with pre-production photos because there's not a single company, I think, that has mass-produced them and got them right. There's a third-party studio that made one that looked good, but they're very expensive. The articulation on Thanos is pretty good considering the amount of sculpt that they put into his armor. Although it does inhibit his range of motion in a couple of areas, but with the armor on, I don't even care because it looks so fantastic. He's got single elbows. He's got hinge and swivel wrists. This arm comes out so that you can put the gauntlet on. I'll never display him like that, so I don't even want to loosen that joint by pulling that out because that's not even movie accurate. He does have a diaphragm joint that gives you a bit of range of motion. He would probably look down at most of your figures since he is so incredibly tall. He does not have T-joint. He does have T-joints? He also has T-joints, but you can't really see them because of the skirt piece of the armor, which, like Legends and Figuarts, is actually backwards from the way that it was in the film. Again, because I think they're working with pre-production artwork when they started working on their figures. He does have a thigh swivel here, which also breaks the illusion of the armor. He's got double jointed knees, which I've yet to try and bend. So that's really stiff. This one is not as stiff. I just don't want to. I don't want to break the figure. These aren't everywhere yet, so not so easy to find. He's got the ankle pivot as well. Now, the figure is heavy and the ankle pivot is not tight. There's been a couple of times just since yesterday where I noticed the figure was going to, he's top heavy. It looked like he was going to fall forward or fall backward because of the ankles. So something to watch out for. These should be available at the Disney store officially starting tomorrow at $24.95 each in the US. So good luck and happy hunting.